One thing I always tell my guys is that you teach a woman how to treat you. You teach a woman how to treat you. If you don't teach a woman how to treat you properly, she will treat you badly. If you don't teach a woman how to treat you at all, she will still treat you badly. Women are programmed to take advantage of a spineless man. Women are programmed to take advantage of a weak man. So if you present yourself as a weak man to a woman, she will treat you badly. And a weak man is a man that has no boundaries. A weak man is a man who has no respect for himself. A weak man is a man who doesn't even know when he is being disrespected. Are you a weak man? So in this video, I will give you guys 3 reasons. Oh, I always say reasons. 3 differences this time between insecurities and boundaries. I don't want the video to be too formal, so I will just basically talk around boundaries and insecurities so that you guys can pick 1 or 2 things from there and work with it. But before I start, I want you guys to subscribe. There are so many people watching that are subscribing, so I want you guys to subscribe. Encourage me. Subscribe, like the video, share it to someone. It will help someone. You can never know. Send it to a man, send it to your friend. It will help him. I promise you it will. This video will definitely help him. So please do that for me. Let me give you guys 2 seconds. Okay, let's get to the video. So basically, 3 differences between insecurities and boundaries. Like I said, I will just talk around them and then you guys can pick some things to work with. Now, boundaries. Number 1, boundaries have to be set from the beginning. You have to set boundaries from the beginning. Boundaries that are not set at the beginning turn out to be insecurities later. So when you start a relationship with a girl, I advise men, don't go and start telling her, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. No, that's not the way to set boundaries. Boundaries are set as the relationship goes on. Why? Because if you do that, if you go and be telling her, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, you might scare her away. You might seem like a control freak. And you are not a control freak. You understand? It's just that there are some things you don't like that you want to set straight. So the best way to do that is that as they happen, when she does something that you don't like, when she does something that is wrong, you correct her. But boundaries are majorly, big stuffs. Like she having a guy friend, like she wearing revealing clothes, like, major stuffs in a relationship that can break or make a relationship. Those kind of stuffs are boundaries. Not when she does wrong and then you correct her. That is not a boundary, basically, But that's just showing her that you are a man that can stand up for himself. But that's not what we're talking about today. So boundaries have to be set at the beginning of the relationship. As the relationship goes on, from the beginning, from the beginning, not at the beginning, from the beginning. Any boundary that was not set at the beginning turns out to be an insecurity later. That's where women say you're just being insecure. For instance, you know that this girl had so many male friends in her life, and you met her, you started a relationship with her, and you didn't have any problem with all those things. Now, as the relationship has gone on, maybe some months in, and now telling her to cut off those friends, that is being insecure. Because if you are a man who cannot know that her having too many male friends is something that will make you unhappy in the relationship, then later on you are not bringing it up, that shows that you are an insecure man. That shows that you are insecure. Because you are sending her a message that you were comfortable with it before, but now you're not comfortable with it because you feel like if she's giving some of her emotions to those men, or she's getting involved with those men, or she's doing stuff with those men. If that was the problem for you, you should have spoken up at the beginning and risk losing her goal. The thing with boundaries is that if you set a boundary, you might lose her, but you don't care because you're looking out for yourself. You're looking out for your mental welfare, your mental well-being. You're looking out for yourself. So if she's not ready to flow with your boundaries, then she should move. She should go along. She should move along. There's no problem. You go on with your life. But the thing is that most of you are scared to set boundaries at the beginning because you're scared that you will lose her. You're scared that you might lose her, that she will leave you and go. And that is the mindset that has kept you guys in this insecure state for long. Because if you set boundaries, the less insecure you will be. If you set your boundaries straight at the beginning of a relationship, if you enforce your boundaries, the less insecure you will be during the relationship. Because you would have cut down on the things that will make you insecure. But if you don't set those boundaries, the more insecure you'll be as the relationship goes on. And the more insecure you are, the higher the chances of your relationship failing. And that's not what you want. So if you can, when you are not so much yet emotionally involved with her, you set boundaries and you risk losing her, it's better for you than going on with the relationship, getting more emotionally involved with her, having and cultivating more feelings for her, and then you're not trying to set boundaries, which are insecurities at that stage. Because it will be harder for you to enforce a boundary when you are now in your feelings. That's why I said set boundaries at the beginning. Set boundaries from the beginning. Whenever she does something you don't like for the first time, that's when that's a chance for you to set a boundary and increase her respect in your eyes, and increase your respect in her eyes. Yes, that's it. To increase the respect that she has for you. And this goes on to my second point. Boundaries will make a woman respect you. Boundaries will make a woman honor you. Boundaries will make a woman admire you. Women admire men that can stand up for themselves. Women admire men who are not pushovers. Boundaries will make a woman respect you more. That is the truth. If you pick the right kind of woman, if you pick a feminine woman, if you pick a woman who wants to listen to her man, who wants to follow her man, who wants to submit to her man, you setting boundaries will make her respect you more. You setting boundaries will make her honor you more. That is the truth of the matter. Do you understand me? Boundaries will make her respect you more. Insecurities will make her lose respect for you. Insecurities will make a woman lose respect for you. So you need to always remember the first point. Set boundaries from the beginning of the relationship. Set boundaries from the beginning. If you meet a woman that you like and she's behaving in a way you don't like, and she has a habit you don't like, you have to talk to her about it from the first time she does that habit, or from the first time she exhibits that behavior. And if she refuses to change, you tell her one more time. And then if she refuses to change, you have to show her that there's consequences for her actions. You need to withdraw your affection, withdraw your emotions, withdraw from her. You might lose her if you do this, but you don't have to care, because you're looking out for yourself first before you invest your emotions into her. You're looking out for yourself first before you invest your emotions into her. If you don't do it this way, you will lose her eventually, and it will be more painful because you would have invested more of your emotions and time and resources and money and whatever into her. Set boundaries early enough and you will not suffer. You will be less insecure. You understand me? Now the third point that I have to tell you guys is that boundaries have to be maintained. Like I said before, if you tell her something once, she would that doesn't mean if you communicate your boundary to her, if you enforce your boundary, that doesn't mean she will not repeat that behavior again. Especially if it's a habit of hers. It doesn't mean that she will not repeat that behavior again. It just means that you have to tell her one more time or tell her 2 more times. Now if you see that she's making positive changes or she's making efforts to change, then you can work with her. But if you see that she's reluctant and resistant to change, you have to move along. Boundaries have to be maintained, and your insecurities have to be contained. Why am I saying your insecurities have to be contained? There is no way you'll be in a relationship with a woman that you will not have insecurities. It's not possible. There is no way. You can never get to that point. As long as we are humans, you will always have insecurities. But what I'm telling you about boundary setting and enforcement is that you have to set these boundaries on time so that you can reduce the amount of insecurities you have. Because you will never not be insecure. It's not possible that you get to a stage that you will never be insecure in your relationship. It's not possible. You will be insecure once or twice, or as time goes on, you will find more reasons to be insecure. You will find more reasons to be insecure. Don't let anybody fool you and tell you that it will get to a point that you'll not be insecure in your relationship. It's a lie. Even in your relationship with your parents, your relationship with your siblings, sometimes you feel like if your parents are showing more love to a sibling than you. That's insecurities. That's insecurity. A feeling is in your head. It might not be true. You understand me? It might not be true, but you might feel that way. This leads me to my final points, okay? Boundaries are set with proof. You have proof of her behavior. She has shown you a behavior that you don't like. That is proof of that behavior, and you correct it with a boundary from the beginning of a relationship. Now, insecurities come without proof. Insecurities have no proof. You just see her talking to a guy, and in your head is telling you, oh, she has a thing going on with this guy. She has feelings for this guy. She has this. She has whatever is going on. It's all in your head. Insecurity is in your head. Boundary comes with proof. When you're enforcing a boundary, it comes with proof. She has shown you a particular behavior. That is proof. She has shown you, a habit that she does often. That is proof of that behavior that you're trying to correct by enforcing a boundary. But insecurities come without proof. Insecurities are most time in your head. They come with very minimal proof to no proof at all. You just think about something. Oh, let me tell you this. Sometimes, you know, it just comes into my head and I'm like, call your girlfriend. She might be with another man. She might be doing this. She might be doing that. You know, it just comes to my head. I don't know if you're like me. Sometimes it just comes to my head. Call your girl. She might be doing something with another man. You don't know where she is right now. What if she's doing this? What if she's doing that? It comes to your head as a man. Do you understand? You don't have any proof of that action, but it comes to your head as a man. What do I do at that time is that I don't call her. Don't fuel your insecurities. Don't fuel your fears by taking action on them. If I ever think in my head that, oh, my girl might be somewhere, my girl might be doing this, I don't call her. I don't call her at all. When I'm more relaxed, I call her. Because let me tell you, whether I call her or not, what she's doing or what she has done or what she will do, she will still do it. You cannot stop her. Your call cannot stop her as long as you're not physically present with her. You cannot stop her. Even if you are physically present with her, what she wants to do in the future, she will still do it. You cannot stop her. Do you understand me? So don't fuel your insecurities. And the less you fuel your insecurities, the less they have an effect on you. And the more stoic and indifferent you are in your relationship. And the more indifferent you are in your relationship, the more stoic you are in your relationship, the more your woman values you. The more she seeks your validation. The more she respects you. The less emotional you are at the right time, the more your woman respects you. The more your woman values you. The more your woman seeks your validation. But if you are too emotional, if you are very needy, if you are always desperate, the less she seeks your validation. She knows she has you. She knows there's nothing to you. She knows you're head over in love. You're head over heels in love with her, and that, you know, you cannot leave her. That is just the way they think. The less indifferent you are, the less you don't care about some things. The less you don't care, the more she values you, the more she needs your validation, the more she becomes more needy and emotional to you. The more emotional you are, the less emotional your woman is. The less emotional you are, the more emotional your woman is. Set boundaries. Do away with insecurities. One love, my guys. Catch you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Get my course, Become a Complete Man. Hit the link in the description to get my course. You also need my book, Texting 101, so that you can know how to charm women through text and calls and communication. So that you can know how to communicate with women effectively and get her emotionally attached to you. Get my book, Texting 101. You need it also. One love, my guys.